Now, before we go into distribution, it is important to identify what is logistics. Now, logistics is all the business activities involved for a product from the point of origin to point of consumption of that particular product. Now, then naturally the question comes into your mind, what is a supply chain? A supply chain is the integration of all business functions, that is marketing, finance, HR, production, distribution. So all the business function, interaction of these business functions together from the point of origin to point of consumption of a product is called supply chain. And logistics is a part of supply chain where all the business activities from point of origin to point of consumption. Take for example, potato chips. Now, where does it originate? It originates at the farmer. The farmer is a supplier. We purchase it from the farmer and the origin is from the farmer. One of the raw materials is potato. The other is salt. We might be purchasing it from a port where the salt is being produced. Now, likewise, maybe a chili might be added from a farmer where we are getting it directly from the purchaser. So these are the three main products, ingredients, plus of course the packaging material which comes into play into this business. Now from there you are taking it up, loading it into the container. The loading is a business activity, and from there documentation of that is another activity. Washing is another activity when it comes to production department. Storing it is another activity. Peeling it is a third activity. Then packing it, after mixing it together, boiling it in the oil, you're packing it in a small wrapped packed with labels, and that leads into your packaging and packing. Now from there you're storing it and you're giving it to a distribution channels. Now there it plays into, we'll look into the distribution channels. So these are the basic things, difference between a supply chain and logistics. Now, what is the functions? Take for example, a particular product is being manufactured by A, B, C, D, different products manufactured by a single company with different products A, B, C, D, and now they are being distributed to this particular client. Well, this might be for product A, he is a distributor. For product B, he is one distributor. Now product A also distributes through him. Product A also distributes to third distributor as well as 4. So the number of one product is being distributed with this 4 different people. Now 4 into 4, that makes 16 of them. So this is a 16 movements. It's a waste of channel. So you decide whether you want to have this as a channel or the next one, this as a single channel design, where you have 4 different products, just a single order. The movement is only 4 movements, and the previous one we have got 4 into 4, 16 movements has to be done, and you have to take care of 16 different channels. So the company has to decide which is the ideal, and that depends upon the volume and the size of the market, or some factors which influence the flow of the channel or the designing of the channel. Now, channel training is something very important. Now, take for example, you are a manufacturer of a car, Beat, Chevrolet Beat. Now, this car is being sold generally by the dealers around the country. Now, you have to give a proper training to the concerned dealer, his employees, how they behave, what are the process, what are the situations, and motivation related trainings you have to provide to their employees to go into the channel designs. Motivation and evaluation of channel members. Now there are 2 things when you give a channel training. There's a negative advantage, disadvantage also for that. The negative disadvantage is, if in the previous case, if you have given after giving a proper training, the dealer is in control of the employees working him. It is not a direct company control. So that plays a very negative impact on the company's overall brand image. Now, motivation and evaluation of the channel members, it is generally being done with the financial perspectives only, but you have to take care of the feedbacks from the customers. That is, the service factor also has to be taken into consideration in products like cars or automobiles.